self-worth, and how to grow it.
Hello friends, I'm Vardhika Jain. Welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, I would like to introduce myself as a person who is card maker by profession and a part-time household manager. And apart from that, I like to do videos about philosophy, about motivation, about some DIYs, some personal hacks, some things about basically a journey into how you deal with your daily challenges, some things that I face in my life and I come out from. So I like to share all those experiences as and when time allows me. In this video I'm going to be talking about self-worth. It's, yes, of course, a very deep and prominent topic to discuss, and it's a serious one. But when we talk about self-worth, what do we mean? How do we understand what it is? And how do we make sure that we do not lose sight of it is what I will be discussing about in this video. So let's get started. Thank you so much for joining. When we talk about self-worth, if I ask you what self-worth is, what comes to your mind in the first place? Is it anything related to how you treat yourself, how you see yourself, or something like that? Basically, if I divide this word self-worth into its two segments, which is the self and the worth, we are talking about what we think of ourself. And ourself doesn't mean the person who we are to the world, but the person who we are to ourselves. मतलब हम हमारे लिए हैं क्या? Not that what people perceive of us, what they think we are, or what the society thinks we should be. It's not that self. The self is the raw version of yourself, which you are, जो आप होते हो when nobody is watching you. Please excuse the background noise because there is some construction work going on around my house, so I typically can't help it. So please excuse that noise just in case. So basically, how I see myself when nobody else is seeing me, with that raw, non-judging, non-judgmental attitude of looking at myself, who I am. Generally, we tell people when we are introducing ourselves, hello, I am Vardhika Jain and I am a card maker. The second line, what you say about yourself, is the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about yourself. And for most of us, it's our profession, it's our work, it's our purpose, it's what we do for the most part of our lives during that time. If I'm a student, I'll just typically say I'm Vardhika Jain, I'm a student of class 12B. Like students have this habit of saying, because they are trained to do that. And if you ask me, the first thing that you should come to your mind is who you are as a person, not who you are as a professional, who you are as a person who provides some service or a product, but who you are as a person to yourself. I'm a woman who loves to travel, the first thing should be what I love about. That is the self that I'm talking about. The self जो हम हमारे लिए हैं. हम हमारे लिए क्या हैं? We are the place of peace, we are the place of calm, we are the place of love. So whatever should come to us should be what we love, what we value, what we enjoy, what we care about. That's what should come to us when we talk about the self. And the worth that comes in the second part of this self-worth word, the worth is what you value. So I love traveling and I value it. That is what is basically that part of that self-worth. So first thing is what you love about yourself, what you think about yourself, and then what value you add to it. So let's say I'll take some examples. If I say I love I love a lot of things. Okay, so I like to socialize. I like to go out with friends, meet them, have interactive conversations, have intellectual conversations, talking from the mind to the mind and from the heart to the heart. That kind of amazing conversations. So if I value that about myself, I will make sure I add to that value. I value it already. I know that I love conversations and I value that about myself. It's a good thing that I like about myself, and then I add value to it. You have to add that value if you want to increase your self worth. So now once you so basically we have understood what is the self and what is the worth about it, the value you add to it or the value you think it is. So if I say that I like to travel and I make sure that I spend some time traveling, that means I am giving it value. That is the self worth. And then overall as a person, whatever you think about yourself and you give value to it, that is the self worth. What am I worth? You have to understand that worth from your own perspective, not from the perspective of the world. If the world thinks you are worthless, just let them be doomed. Just let them go to hell. Sorry for the words, but just do not give a damn about it. Your self-worth is your personal dealing. It's your personal agenda. It's everything about you, for you, to you, by you. So nobody else has to do anything with your self-worth. It is only about you doing it, feeling it, engaging it, portraying it, enjoying it. Okay? Now you understood what self-worth is. It's the self and the value you add to it. Now how you can improve it, how you can add to it, that's what we are going to focus on. So as a person, sometimes what happens is when we constantly get the reminders or the repetitive comments from people around us saying that you are worthless, you cannot do this, you cannot do that, you cannot be this, just stop dreaming about it, you cannot achieve it, and all those cannots, you can't, you will not, and all those negative comments start to get printed on our minds. We start to feel that thing about ourselves and we start to doubt ourselves. This thing actually plays a negative role in our lives. We start to think that we start to doubt ourselves. That's the worst thing that we do to ourselves. When we stop forgetting, when we stop remembering our own self-worth for ourselves but start looking at our worth from the eyes of the others. So that is not self-worth. That is not self-worth, because the self is gone out of the equation. It's not about you anymore because you are listening to the others. The self-worth will always come from you and it will come to you. It will not come from anybody else. So when people start saying you cannot do this, you just are a piece of nothing, you cannot achieve this, you are not capable of doing it, you can't, you blah blah blah, and all of that just starts printing on our minds and we start doubting ourselves and feeling, हमें ऐसा लगने लगता है शायद मुझ में ही कोई कमी होगी, मे बी मैं ही ऐसा नहीं कर सकता, maybe I am incapable. We start doubting, and that's when our self-worth goes down the dumpster. It goes into the trash. And that's what we are not supposed to do. To improve your self-worth, instead of diminishing it by the comments that we get from the outside world, you have to understand that you need time for yourself. When we always talk about myself, I self, me, I, me, myself, and all of those words that we use, you have to remember that self. And then you have to give time to it, interact with it, have conversations with yourself. And that you can do through a few different ways. Number one, the best one being meditation. I know people always, say, it's not possible for me, I can't do it, meditation is a big thing and it's not for me, it's not made for me, I am not made for meditation, and all of those things which we say to ourselves. Again, the self. And if you say you cannot do this, then you cannot do this. Because your self-worth is telling you that you cannot. And you will not, because you know most about yourself. So when I say meditation is practiced in different forms. I don't know which ones you've tried and not liked, or how you've done it, how long you've done it. I do not have any idea. But from the perspective of a person who has practiced various kinds of meditation over a very long time in different styles and different phases, and I haven't been consistent most of the times, but what I have seen from this practice is it gives a sense of belonging to my own self. The best feeling that comes from meditation is I belong. I do not have to belong to a particular society. I don't have to belong to a family. I don't have to belong to a blood relation or anything. I just belong. I just belong to myself. I am existing. I am here right now in this moment. And I just spread my arms wide open in my own room, just sitting quietly. And then I talk to myself. I say to myself, yes, I am enough. And this is enough. Whoever you are, whatever you are right now, in that moment, that is your self-worth. Tell yourself what you are worth. Tell yourself. Meditate over it. Let go of all the cannots that people have put in your minds and heads and your hearts. Just take that all out and feel who you are. Remember your self-worth. Because we have seen that practice makes perfect. So why don't you practice self-worth? Why don't you practice improving your self-worth? Telling yourself all the things you are. You are not lying to yourself. You're just telling yourself, reminding yourself again and again and again what you are worth. And that's what we are here for. Reminding ourselves what our true worth is, and then walking outside into that world and telling everybody, yes, this is who I am. No matter how much or whatever you say about me, it's not going to change my self-worth, because it is about the self and it is about me, for me, to me, by me. That's what it is. The first thing is the best way to meditate. The other way you can do it is by journaling. You can just write out whatever your thoughts come. Probably take a 2-spread page, take 2 pages at one time. On the left, you write whatever you think about yourself right now. Maybe it's because people have put it in your minds. Just write whatever. If it's negative, write it down. Positive, write it down. Write everything. And then filter it out, put it on the right side. Write whatever you think about yourself. Typically you. If someone has said you cannot achieve your dreams, do you think that you cannot achieve your dreams? On the left, you write whatever people say about you, what you think they think you are worth. And on the right side, you write down each sentence, reframe it, and write what you think about yourself, what you think you are worth. And then see if there is any difference in those lists. And scratch out whatever doesn't belong to you. And then you belong to yourself. That's your self-worth. That is your self-worth. Nothing else. But you have to make sure that you keep reminding yourself, either through meditation or through journaling. The third way of creating or maintaining and growing your self-worth is by an instant reaction to it. Whenever someone says anything bad about yourself, tell them in their face, or just tell right then and there to yourself, no, he is not right. He is not saying the right thing. If you can, with confidence and assertion and being polite by your words, you can tell that person, no, you are wrong. If you think I cannot achieve my dreams, I'm sorry, you are wrong. Stop them right there and then. Don't let that thought even enter your skull. Just push it off right there. Don't even let it in. Don't let all these viruses and all these negative emotions even enter your body. Don't let them enter your mind. Simply stop that person right there and tell them, no, I'm capable. I know that. What if this happened? So what? That's the answer to everything. If someone says, no, you cannot do it, so what? So what? If I can't do it this time, it's not a guarantee that I can't do it the next time. You can take examples from all around you. You can take examples from all the motivational YouTube videos. You can take examples from all the successful people around this world. You can take examples from your books, from your parents, from everybody around you who can tell you that people who have succeeded have failed more than the times they have succeeded. So do not forget your self-worth, and to improve it, to grow it, is your responsibility. So do not forget that. I hope this was something that made you understand who you are, and what you're capable of. Don't let other people diminish it, destroy it, or even hurt it, or even scratch any of it just by saying some bad things. You are a miracle of your own style, and your self-worth is all yours. I hope you found value in this video. If you did, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I will come up with some other videos about various topics, and then maybe we can have some interaction sometime. I was thinking about how positive self-talk works. And if you like this idea about positive self-talk, then I can come up with a video about this topic next. If you have any other suggestions that you want to give to me and I can create a video on that, then please leave them down in the comment section and I'll get back to you. If you have any questions about this video, please do not forget to mention them in the comments. Again, I'll be more than happy to reply back. Thank you for watching. It was amazing interacting with you. Have a great day. Bye bye.